let's go back to the ground for a moment. How, in your opinion, the concept of ground stations as a service will enable the satellite communications market to innovate faster?
So innovation is a dynamic thing. It's not a bolt of lightning. You don't get it right on the first time, first attempt. You have to work, you have to experiment, you have to do things over and over and over. So when we look at the volumes of satellite data that we can collect off various Earth observation platforms, Internet of Things platforms, collectors and relayers of information, if we can take that data and we can analyze it repeatedly and try new things with it and adjust our variables as we tweak our equation, so to speak, we can get to outcomes much, much quicker. If we can do all that while also observing change, that is, seeing changes of state, whether it be in imagery or mapping or salinity conditions or nitrogen levels in soil, and now instead of looking at it once every few hours, once a day, but now we can see it literally minute by minute. We can take that information and we can adapt quickly, and we can innovate quicker, and we get answers more quicker. So our whole focus with GroundStation as a service is not to be a satellite transmission mechanism, but rather to drive volumes of information into our cloud and our clients' instances in the cloud so that they can be dynamic and innovative in the most efficient and quick way possible.
We're seeing increased use of satellites as the lower power, lower cost, IoT-friendly network for users who are located outside areas covered by standard terrestrial networks. Can you talk more about the significance of cloud flexibility and scale in supporting this application?
So if you think again about Internet of Things, and we'll see how it's being rolled out in mobile networks and terrestrial networks, we see the potential for millions and billions of low-cost, low-power sensors that collect small amounts of information, but in scale. And then we see larger, more dynamically capable sensors that collect large volumes of information. Well, the computing that you need to ingest that information and do something with it is going to be very dynamic, very variable, based on what you're looking at, where you're looking at it, how often you're looking at it, and then what external events drive your need for that observation. So the computing background against all that information coming in needs to be elastic and dynamic. So again, our purpose here is how quickly and how dynamically can we get satellite generated and collected information into the cloud to do something with it, and to do something with it frequently. So in essence, the cloud is a dynamic computing platform that expands and contracts against the applications that it's working on.
And Ohad, we talked about the cloud and its significance to satellite communications and the ability to process all the data. Could satellites also actually act as